What we're gonna do right here is go back, way back.
Going way back till the early days. Rockin' it.
Got fresh stuff.
Money days. You know how we do it.
Give it, party people, suck. Funky to listen to.
Y'all ready for this?
I'm going way back.
It's the Going Way Back show with Money B.
Money B.
Your home for classic hip hop, raw and uncut.
Hey.
Hey. Got a great show for you this evening. Not only do I got a nice cold one in my hand, but my special guest, very good friend of mine, West Coast veteran OG Kenny Kingpin. You guys might remember him from, or as Papa LQ, or even Laquan for some of my old school heads. And when he comes out here, I really got to talk about how he keeps reinventing himself. He better than Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, or whatever. So he got a million names, right?
Yes, he does.
But anyways, and of course, we're going to try something new this evening. We're going to bring some young blood into the building. You know, normally you have us old heads on the show just talking about old school shit. Well, I got up and coming artists out of Chicago, Illinois, Young Giftz coming through. And, you know, I'm going to chop it up with him about, you know, his perspective on the old school and what came before him. Mm-hmm. So I'm real interested to talk to Young Giftz when he gets here. But right about now, I'm going to talk to my crew, and that is my co-host, Time Teasy,
Hey, Time.
holding down the old school new news, the phone lines, and just keeping us brothers in check. Time Teasy.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
And
I'm
of
well,
course,
thank you.
to my deaf left, we got the light-skinned king.
Light Skin Supreme in the house.
Light-skinned beat supreme, DJ always
The
holding down.
Freckle Crew.
The Freckle Crew.
Oh yeah, we the Freckle Crew.
We the Freckle Crew.
You know,
That's
back
right.
east they call us Red Bones, but it's all good.
It's all good
You know,
down
my
south.
brother from another mother.
Right over
Always
there.
what it do.
Chilling, man. You know, just on the move, getting things done, and just trying to make it happen.
So what I like to always do is catch up with my guys and find out what's been going on since we've last
Last
congregated. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing new.
Nothing new for you, Tati?
No. How about you always?
Me? Well, I'm in the process of moving, so you know that's you know I'm getting a new place.
So
that's good.
Is it Malibu or is it Bel Air?
I was thinking
Pool
about the
house.
hills, you know, somewhere in the cut. I don't want to be, you know, next to the water because I'm scared of tidal waves.
Oh really? So you're just gonna move up to the hills?
That whole Sri Lanka thing took me off the coast.
You headed for the hills?
Yes.
Man, as long as you invite me for dinner.
For sure.
At least once or twice. You know, I'm still out in the flatlands, man, doing my thing. Actually,
You got yours though.
you know what's interesting for me actually just happened a few hours ago. My guy Jay Stalin, if any of you are familiar with Bay Area music, Jay Stalin, up and coming artist out of Oakland, California. Live Wire Music, they got a whole movement coming out the Bay. But he got a new single with Too Short. It's called "Fuck You," and you know they were shooting the video a little earlier in L.A. and Oakland was definitely in the building. It felt real good to see
Nice.
a lot of us down here. You know, shout out to Filthy Rich, Mr. Fab, who's actually is going to be my guest next week. Him and Too Short supposed to fall through, but you know,
We never know about Short.
You never know about Short, man.
He always busy.
Yeah, Too Short do what he want to do. He my homie, but I'm just gonna say that.
Right.
So we might have Too Short next week, but I know we're gonna have the homie Mr. Fab
Mr. Fab for sure.
in the building.
Appreciate
so
that.
That's kind of like what's been going on with me. But right about now, let's do like we always do every week. This is the Old School New News with Time Teasy. Take it away.
Thanks, man. Okay, up first we got Lauryn Hill. Okay, she has been hit with another tax lien.
What?
Another one.
Bitch, pay your
Pay your
taxes.
taxes, people.
This
Damn.
time is for 2005, 2006, and she owes $167,000.
Okay, my thing is like if you got caught the first time, why don't you just go through the whole thing and just get it done in one shot?
I guess she said let him catch
Yeah.
it.
That is just
She like, they gotta find me.
insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, you expect me to turn myself in?
Well, I mean, I see it as, you know, just get it all done, clear it out, so they ain't
So
coming
you want
back
her
for
to
you
do,
again.
instead of 3 months, do a year?
She would have got it out the way. They wouldn't have been coming after her again, right?
I totally agree. I don't mess with Uncle Sam. I totally agree. She's not the only one that's having financial woes. Wycliffe John.
Her ex-man.
It's the whole Fuji clan. Well, shit, you saw what happened. What's his name?
Well, according to his accountant,
Prize.
according to his accountant, he's broke. He owes the IRS $2.9 million, and he owes his firm $133,000, and that's for a judgment that he put against him for to have a reduced debt, but he never paid on it, so now he's suing him for that.
The former runner for Haiti, Haitian president, is broke.
I'm thinking maybe if he can sell that infamous bike he took a picture on.
Oh my God! Wait, put that back up. Oh my God!
You really wanted to see that?
Maybe he can sell that. At least he can pay his lawyer fees. I'm just saying.
He look like a rump shaker right now.
Look how ashy his knees were. It's like his top half was all oily, and they forgot to oil his bottom half.
The bike is off the chain.
That nigga ran out of oil.
It's a Ducati.
He only had enough oil.
This nigga
He only could
halfway there.
afford enough oil.
He only had enough oil for his bike and the top half of his ass.
for the tires and the body and the top half of the body. That's all.
He should have used some of that. You know that shit
my
you clean your
God.
tires with.
Please take that down. Take that shit down, man.
Moving on.
Lord have mercy.
According to Lil Wayne's manager, Cortez Bryant, the Carter 5 has been pushed back. It was originally scheduled for May 5th, but now a new date hasn't been confirmed. They're working on it, but he said that it will definitely be out before his label mate Nicki Minaj album.
Really? Fighting for a position.
And Crazy Bone will be going into the vending machine business.
Dope.
When I first saw this story, I thought maybe he was going to be selling weed out of these vending machines, but actually he's going to be stocking the vending machines with munchies. And these machines will be in dispensaries.
It's actually not a bad idea.
And he got the idea from a Girl Scout that was selling cookies outside of one.
Yeah, that was on the news.
He should know. I'm sure he get the munchies.
Exactly.
Constantly.
But I thought it was going to be like weed, blunt papers, and stuff like that at first. When I first saw the headline.
That I could see, like, if he had a vending machine for, like, blunts, papers, different assorted, papers and stuff like that. Maybe a little plastic pipe will pop out. I don't know.
Something like that. Something quick. Lighters.
Yeah, somebody that's not prepared.
A vending machine, well, my favorite vending machine is the one that used to have beer in them.
Oh, shit.
What country was that in?
In
Germany?
In Japan.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You could buy beer in a vending machine, but you could also buy panties out of a vending machine, too. They have some wild shit going on. But, as even out here, though, I used to record at a studio where we recorded some of Sex Packets. No, the second album. This is the EP.
Yes.
Well, we did do some Sex Packets. High Street Studios in San Francisco. And I'm not telling on them because they don't exist anymore. But they used to have a soda machine that the bottom one was always stocked with beer. So it didn't have a label on it. So we used to be in that studio with 50 Cent getting fucked up.
Writing them songs, writing them hits.
Man, you need it.
Sure.
Can I continue?
Yes, you can.
Please.
Thank you. Benzino was shot over the weekend by his nephew
Payow.
while they were on their way to his mom's funeral. His nephew shot 7 to 8 rounds, and he got hit twice.
There it is.
His nephew, Guy Scott, has been arrested and charged with armed assault with intent to murder. He said that it was self-defense. But I don't understand how he got shot and having all these photo ops with Stevie J and
that's him
with
in the
his
hospital.
fiance. I understand that, but still, why are you taking pictures and doing interviews with TMZ and all these other outlets?
My thing is, what's curious to me is
I'm going to hold my tongue on
if the guy that shot him, he was at his mom's funeral.
They're in possession on their way.
It's his nephew.
So it's his nephew, which means that was the woman who got shot. That was his grandmother, right? So how could you disrespect your grandmother?
Or his aunt.
His aunt.
Was it his aunt?
His aunt.
His aunt.
Okay, his aunt. Still. It's like, it's still disrespectful, man. It's
Right.
like, even if I got a problem with you, even if I'm like, I'm going to kill you after this, motherfucker.
No, we just going to proceed. You're just going to put you next to her and keep going.
There was bad blood, but he said it was in self-defense, so that's what Guy Scott is saying.
If Benzino didn't have a gun, it's not in self-defense.
Right. It's like, it's on sight, motherfucker.
So last week I reported that Kanye West had to turn himself in because he was charged with a misdemeanor battery. Well, he turned himself in last Thursday, and he only stayed in custody for 49 minutes. That was just long enough to do his fingerprints and take his mugshot. And I tried to find a mugshot, but there weren't any. He must got that on lock. But anyway, so now he has to serve 2 years of probation, and he has to do 24 private therapy sessions for anger management.
Kanye, Yeezy.
And I would like to send my condolences to Snoop Dogg and his family. He lost his uncle Junebug. He passed away on Sunday, March 30th at approximately 9:30 a.m. Snoop was by his side, and he passed away from a long battle of colon cancer. And does anyone know Frankie Knuckles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ Frankie Knuckles.
He passed away also on Monday.
Yeah.
He was 59 years old, and he died suddenly from
King of-
complications that stemmed from type 2 diabetes.
King of the house music right
yeah,
there, man.
Frankie
Exactly.
Knuckles,
He was known as the godfather of house music.
Yes.
And I'd just like to send our condolence to
Coin the
his
term.
family as well. And that's this week's Old School New News on the Going Way Back show with your girl, Tom Teasy. And remember, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can hear news like this each week.
Each and every week. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have Kenny Kingpin in the building. So for those of you who might remember, let's take it back to the beginning. This is Kenny Kingpin, a.k.a. Laquan, with Now's the Beat Turn, right here on the Going Way Back show.
Classic right
with
here.
Money B.
Money B.
This is my shit.
Yes.
In the building with Kenny Kingpin.
Yeah.
If you want to call in and talk to Kenny Kingpin, please call in.
855-878-4652.
Need your glasses?
Yes. Let me
Okay.
borrow yours.
So what's up, my brother? Or should I say, this is like family once again?
Yeah, it's my big bro, man.
In
It's
the
my
building.
big bro in the industry,
So
man.
let's take it back to the beginning. Like I said in the last segment, man, it's a wonderful thing that you're able to reinvent yourself. You know what I mean? Like from Laquan to Papa LQ to Kenny Kingpin. But let's start from the beginning. Laquan, you know, you came into the game at age 16.
Well, yeah, I actually signed my deal at 15, and by the time it hit the market and everything was released, I was 16.
So how did you make that happen?
Well, I was blessed. You know what I'm saying? I can't even take, all the credit for that, man. I was blessed to just, I grew up in an area that was hip-hop, West Coast hip-hop, saturated and infested.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm what you call an Uncle Jam's Army baby.
Okay, I'm about to say,
Damn,
somebody had to be your
Army,
connect.
wow.
Who were you affiliated with?
Yeah, I was Bobcat, the one who put me in the game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And Bobcat was the L Cool J. Most people know him for being L Cool J's DJ.
Right.
One of them, him a cut creator, of course.
Yeah.
And also a producer. Bobcat did a
Yeah,
lot
I know-
of production.
I know Bobcat.
And he had the Microphone Mafia, and he recognized my talent early on, man. And he embraced me, man. Started teaching me bar counts, song formats, and all that.
So he just happened to see you. I mean, was it in the
He's from the
neighborhood?
hood. He's from a neighboring neighborhood of mine.
Okay.
So our hoods is right next to each other.
And so he just knew you from rocking and being
He
at the
seen
party.
me hungry, sneaking into Uncle Jam's Army when I wasn't supposed to be 13, 14, sneaking in Uncle Jam's Army.
So you
How many of us didn't do that?
actually went to Uncle Jam Army party.
Yeah, I used to be in Uncle Jam's Army, man. And it
Now
used to
that's
be-
legendary.
And it used to be
Man.
Thunderdome City. I'm 12, 13, and
Wow.
people had to drag me and keep me out the way.
I already know that was
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Yeah, it's real. You know what I'm saying? And people bless a lot of people here to still testify that, man. That's what Kenny Kingpin is here to bring, the history and the
Right.
culture. You know what I'm saying? I can get out here with these youngsters and still go, man. And I'm gonna let them know the history. You know what I'm saying? And what it means to what we're doing now in this culture, man, and bringing it and pushing it forward.
Well, it's definitely a unique situation just because you did come into the game so young and you've been in it and to be honest, you still, like you said,
Still grinding.
You still grinding, still
Yeah.
got your bars, and you have that experience, but you still have the youthfulness and the energy to get out there and
It's
go
a
with
blessed- it's a
the
blessed
best
situation.
of them. So that's
It's a
hot.
blessed
And when
situation.
you talk about the history, you definitely bring that, and we're gonna get into that a little bit later.
do it.
With your song. What's the name of the song? When you talk about the whole history of the LA and the
Oh
game.
yeah, let the streets tell it.
Let the street. Oh man,
Man.
that motherfucker.
Yeah,
hardcore.
that yeah,
So-
that's what it all. See, all that is evolving,
Yeah,
and that's what an artist is supposed to do. You're supposed to constantly evolve.
right.
Sure.
So,
You know what
so
I'm saying?
we're gonna talk about that, but before we do, like I said, you started out as Laquan,
I started off Laquan.
And-
It was mid '80s, late '80s,
right?
and I was blessed to have the lead trader for the Strictly Business movie.
And that was dope.
And I was blessed with that situation through Wolf and Epic. There were some key producers at that time.
Okay.
And still are, you know what I'm saying? Epic is actually with Crazy Town, the rock group now. We transitioned to that.
So they
And we did a song, man, and it parlayed that soundtrack. And that, pow, it was on for me.
and they produced that track.
They produced that track.
So I hear that Bell Biv DeVoe had some kind of.
Well, yeah, they had produced. I think they did the remix to "Do Me Baby." They did a lot of work with MC Light at the time. They at one point there was some very active producers. When
So they were
you know,
connected with that,
Yeah.
and that's kind of like what got the attention.
Exactly.
And so you did that, and you had the song. Now I don't know, did you release an album from that?
Yeah, I had
song?
released the album as a spinoff. The song did so good in radio,
Right.
And it charted so high at the time. I was blessed with a deal with Island Records, signed directly with Chris Blackwell,
Okay.
who was the owner at the time.
Alright.
It seemed like every time I did business, that, most of the time in my young years, I did it with the owner. We get into that, after that, my deal was with Rap-A-Lot, and I dealt with Jay personally.
Well, yeah. So you always talk to the boss.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah. So I knew that early on, the deal with the boss goes straight to the top.
Right. So let's talk
man,
about
make
that.
the right
So
moves. Talk to
in
these cats.
'94, you resurfaced with New Tribe, Rap-A-Lot, and you changed your name to Pop LQ. Now, what about that about?
Oh, well, it was legal reasons. Well, the initial change was legal reasons at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I was getting a little older and my perspective had changed, and there was so much going on in South Central Los Angeles. I wanted to
Right.
share that. I want to share from my perspective, you know what I'm saying, being in the industry, but still having to be amongst my people and deal with the everyday life of
So-
what was going on around there at the time,
And yeah, so I seen like around that time is when you really started to get, like you said, to talking about what was going on
Yeah.
in your surroundings. Now, was it in the beginning because you were so young, were you influenced? Now's the B turn, because it was more of a really a positive, conscious type
Well,
message.
my thing is, honestly, growing up in my hood, Crenshaw and Slauson,
Yeah.
we always was about consciousness.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying when you're dealing with the street aspect or the cripping, what they would want to call cripping, because it was cripping, around my area where I
Right,
grew up.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was bloods, neighboring bloods. It was about consciousness at that time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was about knowing what crip really mean, community revolutionary in the party service.
Okay.
It wasn't about representing something you didn't know about.
Okay.
So, and all that involved consciousness. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That involved being politically aware, being socially aware. You know what I'm saying? Having an education. You know what I'm saying? Working out, practicing martial arts. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the mid to late '80s. So it was conscious back then, man. You know how it was going down.
So
Yeah,
You know
it
what I'm
was.
another cat who was your label mate was CJ Mack.
Yeah.
Now was he? Because I seen that y'all had songs together and y'all got down. So
yeah, CJ Mack is my big homie.
Like,
See,
he's
he's
the OG.
really from my neighborhood,
okay.
and he's really my big homie.
Yeah.
So he was always CJ Mack is one of the first people I seen take their own money and invest in themselves.
Right.
In his independent project that he had going on at the time. And then so when I had the opportunity to introduce him to Jay Smith, who is the owner of Rap-A-Lot Records, you know what I'm saying? I was blessed to be able to make some things happen and connect, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you actually
connect
hooked that
my
up. So
network.
you hooked the big homie up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At the time.
CJ Mack, that's a cool dude too. We used to
Yeah.
hang out. I'd love to have him on the show if you're still in contact.
Oh
with
yeah,
him.
of course. Yeah, I
Definitely.
told him I was coming up here. He gonna hit you. He
Yeah.
want to be on the show.
Yeah, I want to holler at CJ Mack. So, CJ Mack was your label mate, but another label mate of yours was the Loonies,
Yeah.
which led to you and Yuckmouth being involved with the regime. Tell me how
Yeah.
that marriage came together.
Well, I was a fan of Yuckmouth and his music and the Loonies already, and just I was I already knew you at the time, so I already had my Bay Area LA thing going. It was already Bay LA with me, anything, because I was embraced. Y'all embraced me so heavy up there and was just showing me the ropes, being that I was so young. You know what I'm saying? The camaraderie was there. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing we could tap on too. Like, you know, y'all really I appreciate y'all doing that. When I look back, I had insight on a lot of things from an artist perspective because you guys shared that knowledge with me.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, you're such and such. You're publishing? Oh, I got my. Okay, cool. Don't even talk about your publishing.
right.
You know, I remember them days. You know what I'm saying? Because it was people who probably didn't get that advice, and then when they come to talk, and we do business talk, they was suffering.
And I think it was something that, you know, we always wanted to do because we didn't get that. You know what I mean? You know, nowadays my thing is, you know, you share that because I expect you to share with your youngsters and
exactly.
You know, each one teach one and pass it on and make sure that we all have the understanding and we're able to, you know, to.
So I appreciate
Pass
that.
that
See, I got
knowledge along.
that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of youngsters today are really not getting that.
Right.
And I feel bad for them because I was blessed. I got that. So I don't know what that feel like. So I want to make sure I'm not the cause of that. You know, I try to spread the word and share the knowledge and insight.
I mean, we were talking about it earlier too, and a lot of these cats are out here for the quick dollar. You know.
Yeah, a lot of them don't even want to hear.
Yeah, they just.
Yeah, and that's another thing. If I
I
don't
don't
feel
get
like
my hit and I'm out.
Yeah, if I don't feel like you trying to learn and trying to have some artist awareness and some business conscious and build your business acumen, I'm not even going to probably share nothing.
Not even gonna fool with you.
I'm not beating. I don't beat. I'm not in the business of beating dead horses.
You don't want to invest in your craft either.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know?
That's another thing. If you're not willing, especially now, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, we already know these labels. I'm sorry.
Yes,
we already know these labels. They're not doing no artist development. So.
All right. Well, you know, speaking of
they want them already
passing the knowledge along, this next song is "Let the Streets Tell It," which I said, and this is kind of like running down. I guess the whole history of the street game in LA, right?
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, when I wrote this song, Money, you know, I was in federal prison actually.
Okay.
I was up at Terminal Island with me and Hustler.
So you got the game firsthand.
Yeah. So I wanted to do something, and we used to watch American Gangster, and I used to like, man, you only hear about really two guys coming from West Coast. I mean, you know, we right here so close to the border. You know, it was some kingpins on the West Coast.
Well, I'm gonna stop you right there because I want to let the song play before we go on the break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk all about it.
Let's do that.
Right here, Kenny Kingpin on the Going Way Back show. Money B.
Money B.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's some major players out here that I grew up watching, man. Like Waterhead Bow, you know, Freeway Rick, the real Ricky Ross. Man, I'm just gonna pay homage right here. You check it out. They say Jim Bob told on Pat got 10. Meech and his brother T got 30 apiece. Flint still on the streets, and so is Red and E. Black died and the feds made rest in peace. Big U home regulating the hood, but when Kid Rock was out, he was working with Suge. Suge was at a club and got knocked out on film by a barber off the east side, smaller than him. Some say he was drunk and he didn't see it coming, but the boy got on YouTube, said he ain't running. Beer can down in Lompoc, some say hot, but I ain't seen no paperwork, so that's a gridlock. Hunch touchdown, he walk kids off, back posted in Watts like a big old boss. Lil Fee still on death row, fighting for his life. In fact, I'ma say a prayer for him tonight.
So you were saying that you wrote that while you were in federal prison.
Yeah, I was unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, doing my evolving
vacation
as an artist.
time?
Yeah, I had to go sit down for a while. I was
Okay.
up there with some key factors up there, and I was just staying creative. So I wrote this song because, you know, we used to watch American Gangster, and I noticed, you know, they really didn't cover a lot of West Coast guys, specifically from Los Angeles. I was up there with Lil D from up their way too,
Lil Daryl.
and his Crimey Beasley, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was with some big cats. They used to come get, we walked the yard, and I was just working on my craft, exercising.
So
And I
that
came up with that song.
the story you told and the people you talked about, these are people that you knew personally. So these ain't just stories that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, from the Bay to LA, you can't just be speaking on people's name if you didn't have no
right.
direct or indirect
Well, yeah, that's why I was.
relation. If
that's
you
why I
don't
was
dial up
wondering.
right, you can't do nothing like that. You already know how we get down.
I know that. That's what I was saying. It had to be. I knew you either had to have some kind of.
You got to
go
dial
ahead
up right.
to
Yeah, I
speak
mean,
it.
I'm a real baby of the streets of California.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? From LA to the Bay. I really get circulating the streets, and I was blessed to be able to do this and tell a story that I feel like wasn't being told. I mean, who can tell it?
And you're actually real tight with Freeway Ricky Ross as well.
Yeah. That's, you know, he's a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day and even to this day. Like, it's funny, like, Rick, when he first came home the first time, he was
Right.
there when I met Little J at the studio, Lifestyle Entertainment Studio, which was owned by Harry O.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was the factor I spoke on in the song Let the Streets Tell It. I was up there with Battle Cat. because Battle Cat and Harry Hat was doing business together, and that's how I met Little J.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? At that studio, all together, they was having a listening party at the time.
Little powwow.
Yeah, a little powwow, and it was a meeting of bosses, and I slid in where I fit in.
And put it all together.
Put something together. Start putting my chess pieces together, man.
So
Talking to the
you know,
bosses
and of course, I know this story has probably been ran into the dirt, but just from my perspective, because I'm talking to you personally.
Yes, sir.
What's Ricky Ross's feeling on the rapper Rick Ross right now? Like, is it still the same? Because I know he's feeling some kind of way.
Well,
obviously, how anybody
I'm pretty
would.
sure he's not comfortable with someone. I mean, if he don't like, he has a situation with how the image is being represented in the name, and he has a right to feel some type of way if that's his name.
So
you know what I'm saying? So he hasn't expressed that he has changed his viewpoints.
Well,
at this
okay,
time.
well,
I haven't seen anything.
In your personal opinion, do you feel like the rapper Rick Ross is being disrespectful by not coming back to Freeway Ricky Ross in a certain way? Or I mean, is it something just because, like you said, he is your mentor, and is it, you guys from the same area as well?
No, we're not from the same area.
Okay, but he's a mentor.
Yeah, he's a mentor. Yeah.
So that being said, what's your feeling towards the rapper Rick Ross?
I mean, I think they both, as grown men, and should sit down and talk about it because the world is watching, the hip hop community is watching, the culture is watching. Okay. We want to see how that's gonna work out. Everybody got to admit, we want to see how that's gonna turn out, right? Right. So they should sit down and work it out. I'm pretty sure they eventually will. To where, and when I say work it out, that means both parties has a mutual compromise and having a mutual agreement, and everything's cool after that.
Yeah, making sure everything's good.
There's nothing wrong with having two Rick
Cool,
Rosses.
collected.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, Ice-T and Ice Cube ain't never had a problem, and they both rich.
Right.
They both ice.
Yeah, okay, there you go there.
And they both they icy.
Yeah, they both breaded. So
Hey, man,
there you
it's
go.
too cool to beef.
Okay. Well, let's bring it up to date, man. You got these new projects out. Tell me about what we just heard. And
Okay, yeah, that was
what the movement-
Launch. That's an independent single that I released
Okay.
with my artist Will Fury.
All right.
That's, you know what I'm saying, an EDM remix by Traptronics. Traptronics is a production group out of Arizona. The two Asian guys, incredible. They also managed by CJ Mack.
Really?
So we still keeping it family, still keeping it hood.
Nice.
And also Will Fury is the artist that I'm working with on Rubber Band Ready Entertainment. Ready Gang is the family. And I'm just dropping singles, man. You know what I'm saying, building momentum, man. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
see,
saying?
because I see different singles coming out.
Well, the thing is, every time you would make adjustments to a name or something, you got to be prepared to work your way up in this business again.
Right.
And I accept that because I like my freedom, my artistic freedom, man. I'm gonna exercise it. I'm not gonna always wait for everybody else to catch up, and I have to deal with that.
Right.
I don't get bitter out there. I don't have no rants. I just gonna grind it out. I'm confident in my talent. I'm confident
that
in
understands the game and knows how
Yeah,
to
you
play.
got
the
every
game.
time, you know what I'm saying?
He came up.
Yeah, I mean, I can
Exactly,
still be going with my
exactly,
original name and building off a old fan base and letting them know I'm still rocking. I'll probably be richer, but I'm good. I learned how to. At the end of the day, it's not about popularity. It's about making a living. I figured out how to make a living off of this. I can keep doing this. Look, it's not like an athlete. I seen Q-Tip say that one time, and it was a valid point that should be reiterated. I don't stop this when my knees go bad. I do this to death. All the greats, James Brown did it to death. Curtis Mayfield did it to death. We gonna do this to death, man.
Guru.
Yeah, I always
Yeah.
say it's like
You know
you
what I'm
don't just
saying?
quit making music.
Yeah, you don't just quit making music because your knees go bad.
Nah,
You know what I'm
nah.
saying? No,
Doing
you
it
do
so
this,
long,
man.
it's
As
like
long as
this
I
what
can
you do.
speak, as long as I can write, I stay literal. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm observing life and I'm able to do it through a poetic expression, I'm gonna keep doing this, man. And it's not that many that can see me. Period.
I'll say that.
You know, I don't just battle like it ain't about battling. Go song for song and put that bread up,
Right?
Cause I'm on mine.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? My pen is vicious.
We don't have insurance.
I was about to
I'm
say,
sorry.
I was about to say,
That was my domino hand. Sorry
I
about
was
that.
gonna say, Tanti's over here looking like she want to say something. I thought it was a question.
We
I
don't
didn't know it
have
was a
it.
statement. I didn't know it was a real statement. So, to all the people out here, real quick, and we'll do it at the end of the show, but let everybody know where they can find you on social media if they just
You
wanna,
can find me on all the social medias, on Twitter at Kenny Kingpin, Facebook /Kenny Kingpin, SoundCloud. You want to get some previews of some of my cuts. You know what I'm saying? SoundCloud / Kenny Kingpin. Look out for my new single Hope.
Well, that's what we're talking about next. So
Yeah.
why don't you go and tell us about Hope and tell us what the whole concept behind that song and what it means. 'Cause that's
What's
what
the explicit lyric agreement on this thing?
you can say whatever the fuck you want to say.
That's what I want to know. Well, my new single is Hope. That's you know what I'm saying. It means hoes offer pussy to everybody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying. It's a spin to
Now,
that.
do that.
Wait, hoes what?
Is that
Hoes
true?
offer pussy to everybody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying. We didn't say women, so don't attack me. I
He
said
said
hoes.
Said
You know what I'm saying? But I know is that some people think that women and hoes are the same thing and they do the same things and
Not
make
at
the
all.
same decisions. But I'd have you know, we got to be careful with that.
No.
Because I had to tell a young lady the other day, all y'all came through the same door wearing the same kind of clothes, looking the same way. The only way I could tell the difference is from your decisions and your behavior.
Right.
So, you know.
So
Speak on
you
it.
say
That's
there are some hoish women.
Oh, definitely. You know that.
It's hoes,
Sex of the
women, and
industry.
bitchy ways.
So what was
Freaks of the industry.
what was the motivation behind the song?
That
No,
was just a
no.
song.
See, it's a twist to it.
Do what
You gotta
you
hear
like.
the song. I don't want to reveal everything. The song "Hope" is nice. It's a club song. You know what I'm
Produced
saying?
by.
And I'm letting you know if you do have a good woman, you better hope she really love you, because I'm gonna definitely try and find out.
Ah, that's what's up. Well, if you say it like that, let's hear this motherfucker. Yeah. This is Hope, Kenny Kingpin, right here on the Going Way Back show with Money B.
Money.
Bitch, I'm in this bitch, I feel like money making Mitch. Money making Mitch. Money making Mitch. I take a zip and make it flip. I feel like money making Mitch. Swear I feel like Mitch, 14 bricks in a bag. Don't tweak like Rico, bitch, you catch what's in this mag. Whipping zips up this slab, 26 and a half. I'm selling my work wet, couple hundred perhaps. Hit the hood with a jab, then pass it out. They like my chemistry, prices cheap, they gon' cash me out. That's my guap at her mama house, keep a chopper right by the couch. If a nigga won't disrespect, she get heck, she come buy me out. You hear them bitches spit, yeah boy, them llamas out. Pull up on them big wheels, we brought them Tonkas out. They say
It's the Going Way Back show with Money B.
Money B.
We got Young Giftz in the building.
What's up, bro?
Kenny Kingpin still in the house. If you want to
never
talk,
go.
Yes, sir.
please call us up.
855-878-4652.
Now, Young Giftz, you are a rising star out of the Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, they be saying that, I guess.
They say it like that?
Yeah, they say that.
Well, tell me about it. If they say it like that, but what is it really? You know, tell me about you and tell me about the new project.
Position of Power is a new project. Just dropped that like last August, but we still going hard with it.
Okay.
Got, of course, big homie Freddie Gibbs, King Louie, Rocky Fresh, 3 Nati, all your favorite producers. Like, it's crazy, bro. Super crazy.
All right, so y'all doing it now. You know, Chicago's kind of hot right now.
Yeah, super hot, bro.
You know what I mean? Every time I turn around, there's another guy
It's about time.
out of Chicago. But what I want to ask you, because you know this is the Going Way Back show with Money B, so you know we take it back. I want to ask you how and if you're influenced by any of the artists that you know, like the older artists that came up out of Chicago, like you got your Crucial Conflicts, your Twisters, your Do or Dies, any of them guys, or is it like people don't even think about them anymore? You can tell the truth.
Nah. A lot of people rock with them, but you know what I'm saying? I'm 23, so it's like when that whole Crucial Conflict, Twister, and they was listening to that, I was a shorty, bro. So it's like I grew up with the bumps, and I caught Twister later on, like the Celebrity Overnight stage. But before that, you know, I was a kid. I wasn't even really listening to rap music like that.
Really? So when you did get into hip hop, who were the artists that you listened to or that you looked up to in your area, if any?
Just Bump J.
Bump J?
Yeah, Bump J, Slap Polaroid, like the whole Goon Squad, LEP movement type, man.
So it was no Lupe going on?
Nah,
Nah, you ain't fuck with that?
nah.
Fuck that shit.
He could rap, but you know, it just wasn't the type of music that I like.
That's some sucker shit. What?
Nah.
That's some sucker shit.
Nah, ain't no sucker
So
shit.
you don't fuck with that sucker shit?
Yeah, I fuck with the sucker shit.
See, I don't fuck with the sucker shit. You ain't supposed to let nobody get you to say that.
I fuck with the sucker shit.
Nah, we don't fuck with the sucker shit. Nah, but Lupe, nah, and I just asked because I was always. What about Rhyme Fest?
Never really heard on this music, bro.
Really?
Nah.
Rhyme Fest could
Rhyme
go.
Fest.
No, a lot of people
Nice.
been telling me
Rhyme.
Rhyme Fest and Gemstones were pretty good, but I never really heard them.
Really? So he just like came up now. We got a caller. Well, hold on. Let's see who this caller is. 1 second.
Caller, you're on the air. What's your name and where you calling from?
This Gibbs. This Gangsta Gibbs.
Freddie Gibbs. Where the hell you at?
What's going down?
Man, you know I had a birthday cake here waiting for you. And you didn't even show up.
Oh, man, you know what, man? I had to do a photo shoot, man.
I could dig it. It's all good. We're going to get you in here eventually. I know you was in here before with my guy, Edie Dye from the Outlaws. So he told me to shout you out.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Yeah, he told me he's good people.
Yeah, that's my dog.
He said Gibbs wouldn't do you like that. You know, because I was ready to go pull out the guns and find you, man. I was like, damn, this nigga stood me up. But it's good, though. How you feeling?
Man. I'm good, man. Just going ahead and do a little photo shoot, man, for Adidas, man. I'm good, though.
Well, I dig it. I'm sitting here chopping it up with Gibbs, man. We getting all into it. But real quick, you know, while I got you on the line, quickly shout out, because I know you got the new joint with Mad Lib, right?
Right. Cocaine Pinata is going down.
All right, tell us about it. Tell us, you know, the track we should be looking for, the next single. What is it?
Oh, man, we got a lot of joints, and I got a joint with Raekwon, Scarface, man. This is, you know what I'm saying, just straight gangster rap. You know what I mean? It's hardcore. It's dope. This is the hardest thing out there right now. Okay,
now, I see you fooling with some of the OGs, like you said, Scarface and Raekwon. Another cat that's considered OG now. You know, I may be really late on this, but what's the situation with you and Jim right now? You and Jim Jones? Is y'all squash it or what?
Me and Jim.
Huh?
Yeah, me and Jim Jones.
Y'all squash? You said me and him, like some other niggas. That ain't cool. Just you and him.
Me and Jim Jones.
Yeah. Y'all straight?
Oh, it wasn't ever no situation with me and Jim Jones.
Okay, I thought there was an issue.
Nah, he just had to the clothes with the gang signs. Like I think he just had to stop throwing up the gang signs.
You told him to stop it, and he put that shit to an end, right?
Oh yeah. That's all. I had a conversation with Dame. It's all good, you know. Cause this is where we from. We just don't. You know, we just had to just speak on that and regulate that. That's all that was. It wasn't nothing crazy. You know what I mean? But you know, I wouldn't be who I am if I ain't speaking on it. But nah, ain't no issue with Jim Jones. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jim Jones, and it's all up.
That's what's up, and I'm glad you cleared that up, because I used to tell him that shit all the time. Stop throwing up them damn gang signs. So, Gibbs, man, I appreciate you giving us a call. I'm gonna get back on with Gibbs, and hopefully I can get you on the show in the future, man.
Yeah, man, it's all love, man. Shout out to Gibbs, man. We doing the ESGN, man. We cranking it out, man. I'm out there eating me some lobster and shrimp real quick, man.
That's what's up. Well, you know we support you right here on the Going Way Back show, and I catch you on the rebound, brother.
It's all love.
Money making me.
Thanks for calling. So, Gibbs.
Yo.
We still talking about it now. I was talking to him about, the situations he got now. You don't really have any problems with anybody in the shop, right?
No, I love everybody, man.
You love everybody. Because,
Really?
I just recently.
It's not what we heard.
I ain't gonna lie. Well, no, on some real though. I'm recently hearing about you, but I had heard your name because is this cat. What's the dude? I'm not real familiar. I know he's down like that whole Chief Keef crew.
Keef. I think is it Chief Keef?
I don't know if it's him exactly. I don't know if you guys have heard it.
I thought it was Chief himself.
I don't know if it was him. I don't know the dude's name, but I know they playing in the Bay Area, and he just mentioning Giftz. I guess I don't know what side they from or whatever, but they just talking about fuck everybody else. It's all about they click. Wow. But he mentions your name, so I don't know what that's all about. Have you heard it at all?
No, I ain't heard that.
I mean,
I got it.
So you do got it. Well, we're gonna rock it. As far as you know, it ain't no tension, right?
Ain't no tension, man.
All right,
sure?
so explain this shit. Tension. Let's play this record and let's see what it is. And the producer is actually from out of Indiana as well.
April Fools, nigga. 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 We got
He was over here about to start sweating.
I was tight though.
Kept a smile on his face.
He was like, let me hear this shit.
Yeah, let me hear
I'm
this.
tight.
part.
I'm looking. I ain't want to say nothing when you saying the names. I'm like, you say who say what? Okay.
He was confident.
Woo, he was waiting. He was waiting.
He's got leaned in and
Yeah,
shit.
he was like, okay. He was like, all right, here we go.
I just wanted to catch the voice, man.
And you know what? To be honest,
I'll do you like that.
truth be told, I had that set up for Gibbs. I was gonna get him.
Okay.
Since he didn't
Yeah.
come,
Okay.
I had to do it.
We had to get somebody. We
Because I
couldn't let
had,
it
Did y'all
wait.
see their face though?
yeah, I would have to wait till next year. So I had to do somebody.
Okay.
He just happened to get caught in the crossfire. I wasn't gonna do the hum.
Okay.
We had to think about it.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Propose, man.
Nah, you played it off though.
My man.
So I know he gonna last in this game for a long time.
Yeah,
He
he
not
kept
a
it tight
play-
though.
Yeah,
he was waiting to hear.
I was tight,
He was waiting
but
to find
I
out who
kept
it
it
was though.
He couldn't wait. He was
I
like,
was sitting here looking at us. He was waiting to
He
find
was
out.
like,
who
was it Dirk?
He was like, let me hear it. Y'all don't know the name?
who- which-
Okay, I'm gonna figure out this
Who is
voice.
this?
I'm gonna remember this voice.
all right, real quick, man.
We got 1 minute till break.
Give me your all your social media where they can find you and everything that
Everything
people
is
need to know.
Young Giftz FOC, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can find me on all of that. Everything's the same there.
That's what's up. Tati, one more time.
Tonteezy, TON_TEEZY. Make sure you follow the Going Way Back Show on the YouTube channel.
Always.
At Always in the Ear on Instagram and are always at Twitter.
All right. I know we wanted to get that freestyle session going on. We got to come back.
We didn't
Come on,
ask
man.
Kenny for his info.
Kenny gave it.
Oh yeah, I gave it. It's at
Yeah,
Kenny
you know,
Kingpin.
I'm on-
Everything.
I'm on
At
top of the
Kenny
game.
Kingpin, man.
It's Kenny
you know what I'm
Kingpin
saying?
all
I didn't
day.
name myself. The streets named me this.
That's right. And of course, catch your boy on social media at Going Way Back Show at MoneyB69. Make sure you check out the website, goingwaybackshow.com, and of course subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's the Going Way Back Show. Young Giftz.
My man.
I like that composer. Kenny Kingpin. My G.
Thanks,
For the
y'all.
Going Way Back Show. Until next time, people.
Be easy.
It's the Goin' Way Back Show with Money B. Classic hip hop, raw and uncut.
Thanks for visiting the Going Way Back Show channel. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe, and click that like button.